A compound path is a path that is really made of one or more overlapping shapes, and then you're able to create a punch-through or cookie cutter effect so that you can see objects underneath it. I'll demonstrate this very quickly by creating a letter O. Once I type this O out, I'm going to increase the size of it, and then I'm going to draw a rectangle and give it a fill color of green. And then I'm going to place this right in the middle of this O here. And then I'm going to go to Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Notice that you can see through the O to the background. We're going to do the same thing by using shapes. So I'm going to move the O over. We don't need him right now. And we're going to use this shape here. Then I'm going to create another shape. I'm going to grab the star tool. I'm going to draw a star right about here and give it a fill color that's different from this shape here. I'm also going to resize the box a little bit so that we can put two stars. So I'm going to put this star right here, and I'm going to draw another shape here. So I'll grab an ellipse and put that right about here. Now what I want to do is I want to select everything here. So I'm going to click and drag my mouse to select all the shapes. Then I'm going to go to the Object menu and I'm going to choose Compound Path, Make. As you can see, we are now able to have a punch-out effect, which means that if we were to create another shape, in this case I'll create a rounded rectangle, and I'll draw it right about here so we can see halfway between this shape and the one behind it. I'll give this a color, and once again I'll go to Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Now you can see the rectangle underneath our new custom shape. The cool thing about a compound path is that we can continue to edit it. So we can grab our direct selection tool and we can manipulate the star inside the shape, as well as the circle path. The cool thing about this as well, and there's a lot of cool evidently, is that we can ungroup or release this path. So I select the shape, I go back to the Object menu, and I choose to Compound Path, Release. Now I have my star, I move him over there, and I have my circle, or whatever that is now, and move it over here. So now we have this shape, the original star, and the ellipse, all released from the compound path. So just to reiterate, a compound path is simply more than one shape that acts as a cookie cutter effect, so you can see through objects underneath it. This can present you with some very unique design possibilities. So you can create logos and all kinds of nice artwork by using a couple of compound paths in your projects. Keep in mind though that the more complicated the compound path, the greater chance of failure. So don't try to do this with like 50 shapes. Try to keep it as simple as possible, because the more shapes you have, of course, the more points you have. And sometimes a lot of points can cause problems with your printer.